Listen, I be forgetting that it's like muted. Okay. We just got vibes going today, y'all. Hi, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of The Queen Pen. It is your girl, Brianna B, a.k.a. your fairy hood mother. And I am here in the studio. I'm by myself today. Well, kind of, sort of. But my guest is calling in, and I'm going to introduce him really quick for y'all. This is Demetrius, a.k.a. Meech. I think, do you want to go by that? I don't know. A.k.a. Meech. You can unmute your phone now if you want to. Where'd he go?
What's going on, everybody? It's that ordinary podcast with the extraordinary thoughts that tells you to stop being great and be extraordinary. Hold up, man. You said the fairy hood mother?
Yes, I did.
Oh, man. I got to get a better name, man. Like, the extraordinary podcast ain't sounding too good now.
No, it's not sounding too good. You got a little,
it ain't sounding too good.
You got a little southernness in your voice. Are you from the South?
No, I'm from Detroit.
You from Detroit? Wow, I didn't know that. Okay, another Detroit, I guess. Okay, I had one other guest that was from Detroit.
Is he from Detroit or from a city outside of Detroit? Because since I came out to California, everybody from Detroit all of a sudden.
I mean, he's from Detroit. He's actually out there right now.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, stuck in quarantine.
Okay, yeah, he probably from Detroit.
Yeah. Okay, y'all. So, I have Demetrius from the Extraordinary Thoughts of the Ordinary Mind, right? For the Ordinary Mind.
So it's called Extraordinary Thoughts for the Ordinary Mind.
Okay, and then you're an extraordinary podcaster. That's what you consider yourself. Okay. Okay.
I used to go by OMG It's Meech, but once we launched season 2, I felt like Brandon was everything. So I was like, all right, why don't you just start going by like the Extraordinary Podcaster?
Yeah.
And I was just like, damn, I'm gonna really miss being OMG It's Meech.
Yeah. Okay. I like it. Okay, so really brief. I want to let y'all know how I met this extraordinary person. So I met you before we even met in person, because we followed each other we found each other on Instagram, and then finally met in person at the Podcast Pit, which is the Good News radio event. So y'all should check that out if you have a podcast. By the way, check it out.
Yeah, that part.
But yeah, so you did an amazing job, by the way. You have a lot to say, and you're very conscious. And
thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah. So explain to my listeners what your podcast is about.
Okay, so the podcast Extraordinary Thoughts for the Ordinary Mind is a podcast dedicated to helping us become a better version of ourselves. And that's not saying that there's anything wrong with us, but who doesn't want to become something better? And everybody always says, be good. But what happens when you be good? You eventually be great. Mm-hmm. But after that, we just say like, that's it. You're just great at it. But half of us feel like we're ordinary. And we feel like we're ordinary because we're not on YouTube. We're not trending. We're not on Instagram. We're not on TV. Half of us just feel ordinary. But some of the most extraordinary things come from the most ordinary people. So I feel like a lot of extraordinary thoughts come from an ordinary mind.
Okay. I like that. Okay. And then, so what do you do for work?
So for work, I'm a United States Marine. I'm a sergeant in the United States Marine Corps.
And thank you for your service.
No, thank you for your support.
And how is that during this coronavirus epidemic?
It's hectic. And I say it's hectic because everybody keep asking me, like, what's going on? Like, I don't think people really understand, like, my role in the military. Like, if this was a game, I'd be like a non-playable character. Like, you would see my character in the game, but I wouldn't be a playable character. Like, I'm an extra in the movie. Like, I ain't no leading role. Like, my mama calling me, like, what's going on with this coronavirus? I was like, Mom, I don't even drink Coronas. Like, I don't know what's going on.
So what do you do in the military?
So I have two different types of jobs. So on one hand, I'm a heavy equipment mechanic, so I fix diesel engines. And then on the other hand, I'm also a martial arts instructor trainer. So I teach military combatants.
Wow. Do you do that outside of the military? Like, can I like hit you up and be like, hey, can you like teach me some skills in martial arts?
A little bit. Yeah, we could do something. We could definitely make something happen.
Okay, nice. All right. So today we're going to talk about a few things regarding this coronavirus and all of the above. Long conversation. It's going to be pretty interesting. But before we get into that, I'd like to start off my show with just, seeing how we are, how we feeling, mental health check-in, what's your week been like, so.
Absolutely.
Go ahead. You ready?
Oh, you asking me?
I'm asking you. Go ahead. I'm going to go after you.
My week, honestly, has just been so... I really took this time since we can't be going out in public areas. We can't be hanging out with everybody. And I tell everybody on a regular basis that isolation and there's so much power in isolation. Mm-hmm. And we don't get that chance to be alone. You wake up in the morning, you got to go to a job that you don't want for money that you need. The only time that you really got time to yourself is when you drive into that job. Some of us don't even take lunch to each other. So during this time of isolation, I've finished the first draft of my book. I've worked on my website. I've really just tapped into me. And I feel like that's one thing that we tend to neglect is just tapping into ourselves, figuring out ourselves and trying to find out how we work.
Okay. And what is this book?
The book. So the book is going to be called 10 Extraordinary Thoughts from an Ordinary Mind.
Okay.
And once again, the book, just like the podcast, is dedicated to helping you become a better version of yourself. And I really just took 10 extraordinary thoughts that I've always just had within me, and I just really just put them down, put pen to paper, essentially.
Okay, nice. All right. And you have a pretty big audience from what I see. I check out your videos from time to time. I'm like, okay, you got a nice little, the views, the comments, you got a pretty big, audience.
I feel like it's a double-edged sword because that push-up challenge.
Yeah. I just posted an oldies challenge on my Instagram.
See, tag me in that. I'd rather do an oldies challenge. But everybody tagging me in like push-up challenges. They tagging me in burpee challenges. They tagging me in all this.
A burpee challenge? What's that?
Yeah. And I'm like, damn, can I just be lazy for what? Like, damn.
People are so bored. They don't know what to do with their life right now.
For real, man. They creating all these damn jailhouse. Can I cuss on the show? Because I done cussed like 3 times. I just want to know how free this podcast is.
You can cuss. It's pretty free. It's not really too much structure to
it.
Yeah.
But, everybody's doing all of these jailhouse workouts, in their living rooms, and I appreciate the creativity.
Not jailhouse workout.
It look like prison workouts, don't it? Like they like grabbing laundry detergent, doing curls with it. They using the broom as the squat with. I'm like, damn, when we go to prison.
I haven't even really been checking in too much and seeing the workout ones. I don't really need to do all of that.
I mean, I just go on the loop and just say it's very creative, and and I never be the one to knock creativity. But what else are we doing? Are we tapping into ourselves? Are we investing in ourselves? Ooh. I mean, I hear that there's going to be a recession soon. Are we investing in the stock market? Have we tapped back into those talents that we had? A lot of us have extraordinary talents, but we neglected them because we have kids, because we have significant others, because we have a job, because we have a life. So have you tapped back into those? I want to see a habit challenge. I mean, a hobby challenge. I want to see a growth challenge. I don't want to see a workout challenge. We was already working out. You feel me? What else can we do?
Yeah, you're right, though. I mean, you saying that says a lot because, I mean, I just been saying outside of that, a lot of shot challenges, see a shot, take a shot. What else could we be doing in that time?
I was drunk at 3:00 in the afternoon because of that challenge.
See, could be doing something else. My days have been pretty productive, though. I'm not gonna lie.
How they been going?
Pretty good. They've been pretty productive. Just been working on goals and whatnot. Revamping Instagrams and all of that.
You feel me? And that's one thing that I'm about to do is revamp my Instagram. And I love the fact that you're doing that. Mm-hmm. How much time do we not have? And now here we are having so much time in the world to be able to just do something. You feel me?
Yeah. If you're bored, you ain't doing nothing, to be honest, because
you feel me?
It's a lot to be doing during this time. Definitely a lot. So
Absolutely. It's so much. Oh, go ahead.
How has it like really affected you in any way? Like, has it affected you?
To be honest, because before I was a podcaster, I was a speaker. You know, I done spoke at colleges, I done spoke at high schools. So, and we just recently did a celebration for the year anniversary of the podcast. Mm-hmm. So it really didn't affect me until the anniversary. Like, I'm at the bar, we did it at a bar and grill, and I show up. You know, obviously I showed up a little early, but by the time that it became the time for it to start, people wasn't there. And I'm thinking to myself, like, look, man, this ain't it. Like, y'all ain't about to just, like, leave me hanging.
Right.
But people started to come in, and, you know, obviously a lot of people just had to, like, shut down and stay inside because of caution of the virus and everything of that nature. And then the next week, I had 3 engagements. I had to go to a high school, I had to go to a college, and then I had to go to another event. Because of the virus, all of those things had to get shut down. Yeah. So I was just like, damn.
Yeah, well, I'm outside today. I'm outside today. I was like, I got to get cute today, and I got to take pictures. So Instagram better be ready for my pictures.
I had to call my barber, like, look, man, like, I understand that it's a pandemic, but
you need a haircut.
Head ain't gonna cut itself now.
Look, the girls that's been keeping up with ourselves, it's a little difficult for us.
It's rough to be a man right now. I say it's rough to be a man, and it's rough to be a side right now. Like, if you were somebody's side, it's rough right now.
Wait, somebody's what?
If you was a side piece, it's a rough time right now, cause that's it. You're in the house.
That's it. You ain't getting none. You ain't getting none right now. Well, you might be. No.
No. Ain't nobody risking. Ain't nobody sending them 3 a.m. Is you up, Texas?
Oh yeah,
we quarantine?
Ooh, okay, you can't get away with nothing during this quarantine. Not with no baby.
You know, you leaving out the house. They like, what's going on? Yeah, I was gonna go to Walmart and see if they had toilet paper. Just to make sure that we got enough.
Yeah, right. I'm gonna go with you.
I'm gonna go with you. We gonna do a little adventure.
I'm gonna go with you.
Damn.
Oh my gosh. It has affected me a lot because I basically am out of a job, like most of us. So a lot of us are out of a job, and I'm one of those people that's out of a job. And so, like, basically my supervisor texted me, and she was like, well, you might want to apply for unemployment. What? I thought I had a job. I'm like, what do you mean? So I had to go through the process of that, and then also looking for other jobs. I had been in the process of looking for another job in the first place, so it's really not an issue.
Right.
But it's just like, I mean, I know I still have a job waiting on me, but they just don't know when the office is going to open up, and I don't have time to wait on that. Nor do I have time to wait on the Trump check. all
speaking
of
that. 3 million people filed for unemployment. So that should just tell us, like, where we headed with this whole situation. And then I just found out about the Trump check today. Like, I walked into work, and they was like, yeah, we're going to get a check. I said, is we going to get a check? Like, don't lie to me.
Right.
We're just about to get a check.
A lot of people are saying to read the fine print. Because apparently you have to, I don't know for certain, I forget for certain what the qualifications are, but there are certain qualifications. Everybody's not going to get that check.
Ooh.
So, just like everybody's not going to get unemployment.
Ooh. I definitely would say that it is definitely a rough time to be an entrepreneur. My heart goes out to them because they can't, unless you had like an online business to begin with. I mean, even if you did have an online business, you are already facing some type of wall or hurdle just to get your stuff going because of the situation that we're currently in. So this is pretty much stopped a lot of things from happening.
Yeah, this is true. This is very true. And then also, like, I saw a post about like, like the kids and who are forced to be in the household, like abusive households and stuff like that. I didn't think about that till I saw that. Like, I'm like, dang, like, I didn't think about the fact that somebody, these kids that are in abusive homes have to stay at home with these abusive parents and, guardians or whatnot. So that's also
and then, No, go ahead. My bad. I keep cutting you off.
No, go ahead.
This your show. Like, I'm trying to be a good guest.
This is our show today.
I'm like, stop.
This is our show today. Go ahead.
But yeah, you're right. And then you living with an abusive parent, and CPS comes to try to like investigate, and all you saying is like you can't come to my house. You know, you got corona. Meanwhile, the child probably still getting abused. Not to mention, the kid had 8 hours of reprieve while he was at school to get away from you. You stuck in the house with him.
Right.
You know, and I also want to go on the record and say, ain't nobody watching their kids. Because I drove home, and his kids all over the street. Like, one was riding behind my car, the other one was running in front of it. I'm just like, damn, like kids, go inside, do homework.
Right. Do homework. I mean, they probably did their homework. It's only but so much homework you can do.
No, but imagine this, though. You were in high school. This was your senior year. You can't go to prom. You can't do you can't walk.
No, I mean,
yeah.
Hopefully by May, because isn't that around the time like prom happens, or is it March?
I think out here for California, is it May? Is it May or April? Because you know school get out early here.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
for us over in the East Coast, like, you know, we go to school in September and we don't get out of school till like June. So like, you know, prom is around like May-ish for us, yeah. But I think prom about to start like around like April, early May.
Oh, wow. I mean, well, hopefully it's gone by then. My birthday's in May, so I'm going to need it to wrap it up. I'm going to need it to do something.
May what?
May 14th.
Oh, yeah, you is a Taurus.
We had this discussion, this zodiac.
Oh, my God. Yeah,
Every single time I get somebody on here, I'm talking about some type of zodiac. You know, you a Sagittarius over there. I remember that.
One of the best zodiac signs. One of the best zodiac signs.
One of the worst. One of the worst zodiac signs, by the way.
It's literally the most optimistic sign ruled by luck. Like, you can't get no better than that.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. I'm gonna stop downplaying Sagittarius because y'all cool because I have Sagittarius friends, like best friends. But outside of that, I can't. I'm like, nah. We just butt heads too much.
Terrible. Yeah, I know. We terrible.
Yeah, he's just different. Y'all just different. I think that's the word. Just different.
And we enjoy excitement, adventure, you know? And if that ain't the case, we out.
Oh, my goodness. So have you, like joined this TikTok craze thing?
No, I made sure I stayed away from it, to be honest with you. And especially being in the military, it's so cringy in the sense that, like, you just like, dog, like, I can't believe you thought that was cool or cute and you posted it. So I did everything in my power not to launch a TikTok. I got a YouTube and an Instagram and a Facebook, but I did not launch a TikTok.
See, I'm going to make one just because it's trendy.
You is?
Yeah, I got to because, you know, I got this podcast. You know, people want to see his personality. So I got to start making videos.
This personality.
I just really want to make up that one. You seen the one with the big head, and they be like, "Hold up, wait a minute, it's a 22." I want to do that one so bad. Like I really just want to do that one so bad. So, you know.
Well, you know the one with the Magnet, the Savage Challenge. You gonna do that one?
Oh yeah, I gotta learn the word. You know, I gotta learn the dances and stuff like that to all of these. Don't worry, because I got time to learn these dances. I'm gonna learn the dances, and then I'm gonna get cute again, and then I'm gonna just make a whole bunch of TikToks.
I mean, we quarantined, so you ain't got nothing but time on your hands.
I don't have nothing but time. Nothing but time. You know, I'm so bored that I just want to go to work. Like, that's how I'm feeling. So I'm just like today, being in this studio feels amazing because for once I'm just somewhere and I'm like, okay, this is work for me. So I'm like, okay, I feel good about it. So
my whole issue with the quarantine and my whole issue with the virus in general is how everybody has reacted to it. Like I was like, you know what? I'm gonna make spaghetti. I've been having the spaghetti on my mind. I go to the grocery store. They done took all the noodles. I mean, all the noodles. I'm like, damn.
Look, we went to the grocery store today and we got a half a carton of eggs, and they had to like, they had to cut the price in half because people were stealing the eggs out the carton. And I was like, well, I don't want to go to another store, so like, can y'all, you know? And so I got a half a carton of eggs. That was all that was left in Walmart.
My whole thing
So,
is like, what y'all doing? Y'all putting the eggs in y'all purse or something, man? Like, come on, man. We really done turned this the end of the world or something. Like, y'all treating it like it's the end of the world.
oh my, it basically is. That's what it feels like. I'm like, I mean,
And
hearing
then the
like the
worst
new
part,
cases is crazy to me. How many cases it
yeah.
is. Yeah, but
And
I'm
I
trying
feel
to
like
figure out if
everybody just
anybody
going crazy
knows.
over that.
I'm just trying to figure out if anybody, do you know anybody personally that has the coronavirus?
I don't know anybody personally that's had the coronavirus, but
Okay.
like that's tested positive for the coronavirus. But I hear all the time somebody is getting quarantined for this, somebody's getting quarantined for that. Until they drop dead in front of me, I'm gonna just assume they fake it. I ain't even gonna lie to you.
Yeah. Yeah. Because I was trying to figure out, like, where are the funerals? Like, have there been any funerals? Like, what they doing with these bodies?
Like
Are
the
they just
family
throwing
can't-
them in the oven?
The
Like,
family can't see the body. Like you just gotta burn the body.
oh
You
my
can
goodness.
get the ashes, but
Exactly. I think it was, what was I reading earlier today? I think it was like Styles P or somebody that was on one of these radio stations, and he was saying that he think he had it and got over it back in January. And so I was like, oh my gosh, I feel the same way, because in January I was like out of it for like 2 weeks. I was sick as I don't know what, like sick as a dog, and I'd never been that sick before, and I knew it wasn't the flu. So I was like, what is this? So I felt like when he said it, I was like, dang, maybe I had it and got over it. I don't know.
oh.
So, hey, but they have tests to see if you had it and have it now, I heard. So, I don't know. Just go get tested, y'all. Like, y'all need to be getting tested for HIV
please.
and AIDS and all of that and STIs.
For real. For real. Like this my whole take on the situation. We wearing the mask. We put hand sanitizer on our hands. First off, I want to go on record and say hand sanitizer is not a substitute for soap.
Oh,
like,
yes.
Some
Thank
of
you.
y'all are trying to use this hand sanitizer for all purpose. That's not how that works.
Yes. Thank you.
And we still fucking wrong. We still doing that. We getting all clean, but we still doing
Well,
that.
I hope you are.
About the condom.
I hope you're doing that with
No, go
somebody
ahead.
that you with. Not just anybody. You said, man.
Out and it's still packed. It's still packed.
Wait, what you say?
I'm like, I walk by the condom aisle. And
Oh, it's still packed. Oh.
Yeah.
This is not the time. Like, if you with Bay, then it's cool. It's gonna be a lot of corona babies out here.
Man, people are. Oh man, I didn't even think about that all this
Yeah.
time, and then they done canceled the NBA. They done canceled the NBA season. All we gonna see next year, like in the fall, is I'm pregnant. We expected. We this. Like, Jesus
Yep.
Christ.
Pretty much.
You know.
I know, and I know. Sex is like probably just getting tiring for a lot of people at this point. Like, damn,
it's turning into a chore. They just like, damn, we just did it like earlier this morning. Like, chill.
Not early this morning. We just did it 5 minutes ago. You want to go again?
Like, damn. Like, can we relax? Like, and I love the fact that you bring that up though, because during this time, this is the perfect opportunity for you to relearn your partner. This is literally the perfect opportunity for you to, like I said, tap into yourself, invest into yourself, but also invest into your household. See, you got to think about it. How often do you see your significant other? They got to work, you got to work. If you the one that brings home, like you the one that works and the other one stays home with the kids, you don't see that person for 8 hours, 10 hours of the day.
Man.
10 hours of the day is a lot when you come home and the only thing that y'all do is eat and then go to sleep. So now here you are stuck in the house with your partner. Mm-hmm. A lot of people are learning a lot about their partners that they have forgot. Like, you looking at your partner like, damn, I didn't know that was your favorite color.
Right.
Like, damn, I didn't know that you were good at that. You hear it, like, this is the perfect time for you to rekindle that spark within your relationship. Yeah. And a lot of people, that spark had died out a long time ago. So this time where you are stuck in a house with them, this is the perfect opportunity. You can still date your partner inside the house. Ain't nothing saying that you can't pour up a glass of wine, cook, and then y'all put the kids to bed early and then pull up and eat something. You see what I'm saying? Like, this is such the perfect time for you to just invest into your household and invest into your kids. Me being a parent, you know, my kids ain't here, but I know for a fact that when I come home and I see my kids, I look at them and I'm like, damn, you know, like, I didn't know y'all did that. I didn't know y'all do this. And that's how a lot of parents are, because you got to think about, like, the teachers. The teachers got the kids on a regular basis more than the parents do. That's why the parents lose patience with the kids, because they like, damn, you bad as hell, for real, for real.
You bad as hell.
You bad as hell. Who kid is you?
Oh, my God. My boss, it's funny that you say that, because my boss was just, like, I want to say a couple of days before I left my job, my boss was like, what am I going to do with my kids? Her kids are bad. Like, they be in the office. They bad as hell.
Ooh.
So she was like, I just don't know what I'm going to do with my kids. And then they also rich and spoiled and all types of stuff. So that's another thing.
Oh,
but
no.
but she's just like, what am I going to do?
She going through it right now.
But this is definitely the perfect time to learn. Like, you're learning your partner. I mean, people who don't even want to be in their relationships is forced to be in their relationships right now. At the crib.
Oh, you really forced to be in a relationship. If you thought that you was married, nah, you married.
You married now.
You married.
Right.
You waking up next to that person, you gonna have to cook breakfast. Y'all about to figure out something together. There's some people right now that got some clothes on their bed that they haven't folded that they gonna have to get to.
Right.
They gonna have to get to that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I think it's such a beautiful time, and I feel like we should be capitalized on it in the time that we have, because, you know, you see a lot of people that sit back and they'll say, like, damn, I wish I had more time. Mm-hmm. Right now, you literally have nothing but time.
Right.
You know, so I would be happy to see a lot of people having kids and, you know, making their families bigger because they just connected and they grew. Like, if you and your partner, either two things gonna happen. Either you getting a divorce after this quarantine is over with, or y'all done had another baby after this quarantine is over with.
Or both.
or both. You don't realize, like, yo, I hate you.
Right.
Like, there's some people right now in the house that they done finally made peace with. Like, look, man, I hate you, dog. Like, I ain't even about to lie to you. I hate you.
Somebody coming out single at the end of this. Single. Super single.
They're like, look, man, I'm going to get another apartment after this is over when I'm moving out, man. I can't do this with you and your badass kids. Like, they your kids, though. Nah. Can't
you
be.
and your badass kids. Look, See, I'm the one to be like, you take your kids with you, because me and carry the kids. To be honest, we just carry the eggs.
Hey, look, I'm sitting in the house like this. Look, man, you're going to have to take these kids with you, man. We're going to have to let these kids out into the wilderness. All right, because these kids bad.
How many kids do you have?
Me? 3.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
How old are you?
You know, I'm 29.
Okay. I was like, you gotta be.
Wait.
You don't look that old.
How old do I look?
You look around that age. I would give you like 28, 29. I would give you that.
Don't do me like that.
Okay. You know what? I would give you 25. That's better?
For real?
Yeah.
For real?
No, I would say 26.
Don't do it because we on the show.
26.
26, yeah. I could take 26. I'll take 26.
Okay. That's it. You said don't do me like that.
But
I know you pushing 30. It's okay.
Like
it's all right.
Oh,
I'm pushing 32.
Oh, man. How old are you?
Guess.
Girl, you is not in your late 20s.
How you know?
Not in your late 20s.
How you know? I have the face of a 21-year-old. Forever.
All right. I wouldn't say 21-year-old. Like, I would have said like 22, 23, but we didn't say 21.
No, I'm about to be 25.
For real?
Yeah.
Dang. Well, damn, I was close then. I was like 21, 22, 23. Yeah, dang, I was close.
Yeah. I look that young. That's good. That's good.
Yeah.
That's really good. I like that. I'm pushing 30 though. I mean, 25 is that's halfway.
No, you're not.
That's halfway. That's gonna fly.
When I hit 25, I was like, I'm literally in my mid-20s. Like, what happened? Like, what have I done with my life? Like, only thing that's done happened is my insurance done went down.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited for that.
It ain't a lot.
I mean,
It ain't.
it's something. You know how much I'm
Yeah,
paying for
it's
my insurance?
something.
$191.
Oh, you don't want to know what I pay for my insurance, man.
What? How much you pay?
It's a lot. It's a lot.
You got a sports car?
Uh, that, and then plus I done been in an accident before, so like obviously they ain't forgive me for that, especially when they found out that it was me that
Oh, it
caused
was your
it.
fault. Oh, okay. Ooh.
In my defense, if the person in front of me would have just took that risk, the accident wouldn't even happen. And it was a fender bender though. Like it ain't even like an accident. It was like a fender bender.
Okay. What's that? What's a fender bender to you?
It was like a little bump. It was like a bump. He said to me, it was a little bump.
I just got in an accident not too long ago. And I
For
drove
real?
off on their ass. I sure did.
On God, I was about to. On God, because he pulled up into the store, and I was thinking to myself, I was like, damn, like, you know, she pulling up in the store, like, nah, let me just go ahead and just dip, like, nah.
Oh my
Like,
God.
I swear to God, if I wasn't in California, if I was back in the city, I'd have left. We didn't even have that conversation. I'd have left. As soon as she would have pulled up in the store, I'd have left.
Wow. Yeah, I drove off. They hit me though, but I was like, I don't have time for this. Like, I don't have time for lawyers. It's just such an inconvenience. So I was just like,
Yo, like, I've been hit before. Like, I had somebody like bump into me, and when I say I got out the car, I fell out the car. You feel me? Like, it wasn't even. It was like a tap. I fell out the car and like start holding my neck and everything, man. I was about to wring him out. Like, I was about to clean up.
oh, you know, I was gonna do that. Like, my head was hurting, like when they hit me, cause you know, even though the impact be like really small, sometimes it be feeling like a truck hit you, and so like I'm like,
Really?
oh. I got out the car in the middle of all the 5 o'clock traffic, and I was walking around the car.
Oh.
People was honking at me. I'm like, look, I just want to see if I'm straight so I can just go home, because I don't have time to be dealing with this.
For real.
No.
Like, I got out the car. He didn't even get out the car. So I was just looking at him like, dog, for real. Like, don't do me like that. Don't do me like that. You gonna look concerned. He had his head down and everything. Like, I can't believe this happened. I was like, yeah, I can't believe this happened either. I'm about to get these bills paid. I ain't gonna lie.
I know. Speaking of bills paid, I hope that everybody is able to pay their bills during this.
For real. Like, this is one of them times where you about to find out, like, how much was in your savings. Like, you about to do a lot of evaluating with your life. Like, I don't know how, like, the rent situation is. Like, is people even able to still, like, how they doing that? Like, is the landlord, like, letting it pass or what? What's going on?
I know. So apparently the mayor, I forgot what her name is, but she's trying to push a bill or something that's going to freeze rent for a couple of months or something, either a month or a couple months or something like that. She's supposed to be freezing, you know, rent all over across California. But
Really?
yeah, because apparently, like, how are people, you know, people who live paycheck to paycheck, how are they gonna pay they rent?
Mm-hmm.
You know, stuff like that. I mean, what are they gonna evict everybody?
Oh, I mean, that makes sense. You know, that makes sense.
Yeah.
You know, I think this is like the perfect time to like just really just like start calling in, like getting your interest rate lowered, all of that type of stuff. Like,
Oh my
this is really,
goodness.
like, I can't stress enough like how this is the time where you definitely want to capitalize on your life.
Yeah. This is true.
Like, this is the perfect time to get your life in order. Like, if you ever felt like your life was like you just had no control of it, now you have the control of it. You know, like, if you haven't started like a YouTube channel, a podcast,
Right.
some type of series on Instagram, you doing it wrong. You fucking off.
Exactly. Every day
If
you
you
should be
ain't-
doing something that is dedicated to your goals, your dreams, your something, because you got plenty of time. I'm telling people, like,
Absolutely.
I've been pretty stress free. Like, I meditate a lot. I high vibrations. Look, I don't got the time.
For real?
I be doing everything.
Like-
Okay, sitting with my crystals and all types of stuff.
Yo,
trying
like,
to get
look,
my mind right.
I tried that. I done tried to meditate.
You
I
did?
burned sage, and I think the demons was just running around in the room with me because It wasn't working out. It didn't
Not
work
the
out.
demons is running around. That's why you got to open the window so they ain't running around in the room, but you got to let them out.
I didn't open no windows because I didn't want to let the sage out. So I think the demons just ran around the room for a quick minute, and then they just came over. I thought, I honestly, I think I'm just a negative energy. Like, I was just like, whatever.
Oh, that's that Sagittarius energy. I told you. You wonder why your life ain't right.
I mean,
You wonder why your life ain't. You wonder why your life ain't right now. Okay.
for real, like somebody gonna call me toxic. Somebody said that I was toxic. I had to take a step back. You said what?
Nothing. Look, I don't know you. I don't know you personally, so I don't know. You might not be toxic, but if somebody else said it, who knows?
Wow, that's crazy. That's crazy.
Who knows? I think we all a little toxic.
Like, you think we toxic?
I think we all a little toxic. We all are.
What's your toxic trait?
Ooh, my toxic trait. I have a couple.
Ooh, I like to hear them.
Look, I would like to hear. I don't know. I can't think of them off the. You caught me off guard. I got to think about them. You go first, and then I'll just think about mine.
Okay.
Because I don't know.
Okay. I'm pretty sure it's probably because you're stubborn. You're probably real stubborn.
Ooh, I am. Very Taurus.
Okay.
Very Taurus.
Don't like adjustment. Don't like to adjust to new things.
I like to adjust to new things. I think the thing for me is like I just don't like to be told what to do. I'm stubborn in that way. So like I don't want to be told. Don't tell me what I need to be doing. I'm gonna do it when I want to do it, and I'm gonna move at my own pace. I'm like that.
I think one of my toxic traits is that I crave my freedom so much that if I feel like my freedom has been compromised, I'm the type of person that'll cut you off and won't even say what happened. I'll cut myself off in the sense, like I'll just disappear myself.
Oh, so you just one of those. You just disappear on people.
Like once I feel like this has become a hindrance, like this is in the way, rather than just even say anything about it, I'm just like, hey, I'm out of here.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, that's very toxic. You got to learn how to communicate.
That's very toxic.
You got to, but then also, on the other hand, I feel like you don't owe anybody anything. Like you don't owe anybody an explanation. Most of the time, it depends on what the relationship is, like, or how long the relationship has been between you and that person, whether it's a friendship or whatever the case is. But I just don't feel like you really owe anybody anything. I just learned to not expect much from people, and when I just think like that, I'm just like, it just leaves a lot of less heartache and drama and all types of stuff. I just expect the minimum.
I agree, and me personally, another one of my toxic traits is that I can be very distant. I can be very cold. I can be very distant, and it's not that I'm doing that towards you. I don't mean to be distant towards you, but I've also realized that I'm also a very emotional. I'm really emotional, and that's a lot for a man to say, is that he's emotional. Yeah. I'm very emotional. I'm also clingy. I got a lot of toxic traits, to be honest with you. I'm clingy. Like, I want to, not in the sense where I'll call you up and like back to back, but if we in person, I want to be up under you. I'm gonna invade your privacy. Okay. I'm all of that. Like, if we sleeping together, I'm up under you. Like, I'm real. Like, if you're watching watching TV, I don't care what you're watching. I just want to be near you, and you might want your space. But I just want to be near you. Like, that's very toxic because it's like I don't respect your privacy. I don't.
Well, I don't think it's toxic. I just think that you're somebody that just like to be with your significant other. I don't know.
And I'm just like, it's somebody right now thinking like, oh my God, like, I love that.
Yeah.
But, in a sense, it's like, I know you want your space. Like, say, for example, we get into an argument. Me, I want to put that energy out there. I don't like harboring negative energy. I don't know how to bite my tongue. I don't know how to, I can lie, but I don't like to lie. Mm-hmm. And I'll say whatever's on my mind whenever it comes out. Like, that's something that I will do. Like, if it happens in my mind, I can assure you it's about to be said.
Yeah.
And if we get into our argument, if you're the type of person that wants to shut down and create space, then you are about to have a rude awakening with me, because I'm the type of person, I would rather us argue about it now, so that way we can just sleep it off later. So that way we can be happy in the morning. Plus, I don't hold grudges. So I'll say some rude shit to you and then be looking at you like, why you still mad? That shit happened like 2 hours ago. Like, let that go.
Right. I mean, ooh. I'm not.
You like that?
See, I'm not really like. Well, I can speak my mind and say how I feel, like, you know, but like I'm too worried about what is going to happen to certain relationships. So it just depends on who it is. So like sometimes I'll just bite my tongue and I'll be quiet the whole time because I don't want to ruin that relationship I have with that person. But then now I'm starting to realize, like, if the relationship is going to be ruined by me expressing myself and telling my truth and how I feel, then why, you know, it wasn't something I should have been in the first place. Because how can that ruin it? You know, that person should respect me enough to understand my point of view of whatever it is, and we move forward and work on it.
And no, I love the fact that you said that, because it's so many times where we bite our tongues, we don't say what's really on our mind, we hide a certain part of ourselves from our significant others, but in reality, you're supposed to put that stuff out there in the energy.
Right.
If I don't like something that you do, I'm going to have to say it, because if I plan on spending the rest of my life with you, I don't want to have to deal with that for the rest of my life. Like, I knew a person that didn't throw toilet paper in the toilet. Like, they threw it in the trash. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I had to put that energy out there. Like, look, man, you got to do that trifling shit somewhere else. Like, you have to either flush it or leave. Like we ain't doing that.
Right.
You know, or, for example, like, if you say something, and I'm a strong believer in that, Dad. Like, if you do not draw the line in the sand, don't complain why people continue to keep crossing it. So if I have a problem with something, I have to say it. It will burrow within me and it will eat at me all the time. And eventually when we argue, I'm going to say it in a lot worse way. I'm going to say it in a much worse way. Mm-hmm. So the fact that you said, you know, I might as well just go ahead and just say it. Like, I shouldn't, like, if it ruins the relationship, then the relationship wasn't meant to be.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Like, if I expose my truth to you, and that's one thing that I feel like is perfect for this virus right now, perfect for the quarantine, is that a lot of us was giving our partners 75% of us, 85% of us. Mm-hmm. But our friends had 100%. You see what I'm saying? Like, our friends knew us in and out, but our partners only knew about 75%. We would hide certain things.
Yeah.
Now your partner gets to learn 100% of you, and I feel like either A, that's going to break the relationship, or B, that's going to strengthen the relationship. And me personally, I'm one of them type of people that if you say that you want to be in a relationship with me, hey, you about to get 100%. Don't worry about it. You're going to get 100% whether you like it or not.
Yeah. And speaking of that, you know, shout out to the women who wear makeup all the time, and now they have to take their makeup off at some point, and they have to reveal themselves to their partner.
It's somebody waking up right now looking like, who the fuck is you? Who is this?
Who are you? This is not who I lay next to.
Shout out, you know, speaking of which, I want to just say shout out to the men that's been, like, you know, having their hairlines blended. You know, and I'm a big forehead person. I got a big forehead. But you know what I'm talking about? Like that little spray that makes the forehead,
the little spray.
Like the hairline look a lot deeper.
The Beijing.
Oh, my God. Shout out to them.
That Beijing, I thought that was making that y'all heads blow up and stuff. Like low.
Dog. My barber put that shit on me one time. I said, don't you ever disrespect me like this again, bro. Like, don't ever do this. Because I ended up going to, like, I show it to work. We do PT. We working out, and I get to sweating. Now I got this black sweat coming down my face. I told him the next week, I said, don't you ever disrespect me like that again.
Oh, my gosh. Was your head burning? It wasn't burning? A little bumpy?
Nah, it wasn't burning. It was bumpy, but it wasn't burning. It wasn't burning. And everybody was looking at me like, so you been getting a fake hairline this whole time?
Oh, my God. Yeah, shout out to the men with the fake hairlines right now. I mean, it's washed away by now. They can't, unless they
the glue done worn off.
Unless they got, you know, a little, you know how they sell the little cans or whatever it come in on the side. They probably got that.
Like, it's some man right now with that damn man toupee. He got that man toupee, and the glue is on his final leg right now.
The man toupee.
Final leg.
Oh my
that
gosh.
Man toupee. I mean, you know, I was thinking about buying it. Like I ain't about to lie to you because I got a big forehead and I know that it's just gonna get bigger when I get age. And I was thinking to myself like I should go ahead and just invest now, like invest in yourself, King.
Yeah.
And I was thinking about buying it, but my issue is that when I do like the martial arts and the combatives, I don't want nobody to be grabbing on me and my toupee accidentally get pulled off.
You don't need a toupee. You don't need that. You don't need that. I mean, I don't know. I can't remember your forehead like that. I don't know. I can't really remember your forehead.
It's big. I wear beanies a lot, so it's big. It's
I'm
big.
weak. I am so weak. Yes, the toupees. Okay, the wigs. Okay, I'm wearing my wig right now. I like my wigs.
Yo, I'm gonna tell you right now. I saw some. It was a woman. She showed up to work, and her damn wig. It looked like it. Like yesterday, I cried. Like ladies, like look, get them wigs a rest, now. All right, let them wigs breathe.
Oh, they breathing on this quarantine. They breathing. Them wigs are sitting on the stand next to the bed for the next couple of days.
Hey, you walking in the bathroom at night, you see the wig on the stand, you think somebody else in the house with you.
Somebody else in the house. You think somebody else in the house with you. Okay, them wigs taking a rest. Mine was taking a rest for a little minute. I had my little natural hair out.
I know it's a parent going through it right now because their kid done got a hold of the wig and they running around the house with it.
Yeah. Oh, kid running around with somebody's wig. Yeah. Oh. Somebody. Ooh, them kids is driving them people crazy. I'm so glad I don't got none right now.
Them kids bad.
Oh, them kids bad.
I'm going to tell you right now, them kids bad.
Shout out to anybody who got bad kids.
Bad. I ain't about to lie to you. I got bad kids.
You got bad kids? Ooh.
Yeah, my kid's bad. I had to look at them. My oldest ain't bad. My oldest is good. Parents say that they don't have a favorite child, but ask a parent, if you had to be in the elevator with one of your kids, which one it is. The one that they pick is their favorite child. Mm-hmm. Like I sat there and I asked myself, I said, if I had to be in the elevator, which child would I want to be in there? And it immediately, my oldest, my son and my youngest, they all over the place. They doing way too much. They fight way too much, and they bad as hell.
Oh, my kid's gonna be bad. I got a feeling because aren't your kids usually the opposite of you? Like I don't know. I feel like
They say that your kids are like 10 times worse than what you is. And I'm thinking to myself, like, I wasn't a bad kid. So, like, why is these kids bad? Like, why is these kids bad?
The mama, maybe.
Oh, man. I done had to sit down and have a conversation. Just like, what was you doing as a child? Because these kids, like, these kids all over the place. Like, I can't keep whooping them now. Like, we can't keep whooping the kids.
You can't keep whooping the kids.
Like I'm over here trying to like have a conversation. You ever try to like talk a child down? Like kids don't care about that.
They don't care about none of that.
They trying to hear all that.
You like, you know what, you bad, and I respect that. I just respect that your ass is bad. I'ma just let you just do what you do.
Shout out to the dad that done said, "Hey, stop, get off of that." For the 18th time today. Like at one point, you just like, look, man, I'm just gonna go in the other room, dog. Like you do you, bro.
Oh man, okay, I wouldn't have no patience right now. I'm like, I'm gonna just let you just, unless I hear somebody screaming and crying, that's it. I'm gonna let you do you.
Man, when they get to fighting, I just tell them like, look, man, I ain't in it. I'm not in the fight. Like, look, y'all gonna have to work that out on y'all own because obviously y'all doing way too much for y'all selves. I gotta go. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna go smoke a cigarette. Y'all on y'all own.
Man, look, this has been a very trying time. For most of us, it has been a very positive experience for me, in a lot of ways. So I don't really have no complaints. Okay, you got a quarantine day?
I'm enjoying it. Nah, it's just me. It's just me here.
Oh, okay. Well, that's cool. You can spend time.
It's depressing. It's not cool. It's depressing. It's depressing.
Yeah, it's depressing. I'm so sorry. I
don't watch every movie on Netflix.
Not every movie on Netflix. I can't even watch Netflix. My Netflix been tripping. So
what?
Yeah, I mean, I can watch, some shows, but for some reason, a lot of them won't play on my TV. I have one of those smart TVs, but it's like acting like out of whack. It's like, I think it's just, I don't know. Something
This
is telling me
quarantine
to
that
just
made
stop.
me like tap in all the way to myself. I'm finding out music that I don't listen to. I don't listen to Janae Aiko's album back to front, and I'm gonna just
Listen.
tell you right now, she's so toxic.
Listen, don't do her. She's not toxic.
She's so toxic. That song, "I'll Pray for You," that's the most toxic song I have ever heard in my life. Imagine breaking up with somebody and they say, "Yeah, I'm gonna pray for you. I'm gonna pray for you."
I mean, look, I don't know. Look, she's not toxic to me because she's she's, she's not that toxic to me because I'm a woman. I think that's why.
I'm excited. I don't listen to music that I never thought, genres that I never thought I'd listen to. I done learned how to draw, you know. So I done became real creative during this time, these trying times.
You said you learned how to draw, or you been drawing?
I done learned how to draw.
Oh, okay. Look, I have a coloring book I ain't brought out. I just thought about it.
Girl,
I'm gonna do that tomorrow. Every day I've been doing a task. I'm not gonna lie to you. Every day I've been doing a task, couple tasks,
for real.
and I'm gonna bring out that coloring book tomorrow. I sure am. Yes.
I feel like I became a better. I feel like I became a better cook during this time. Like the food that I had and the food that I go out. I feel like I definitely became a better cook. I done turned ramen noodles into like a full-on meal.
Yeah. Hey, look, you can make ramen noodles a whole bunch of ways. You actually can.
For real.
You look, throw a little egg in there, have your own little ramen. Throw egg, with the pepper, with the. Come on now. Yeah, better some hot sauce.
Can you cook?
I can cook.
Don't lie. Don't lie because we on the show. Don't lie.
Chef Girl R. Bree, okay?
So you went from the Fairy Hood Mama to Chef Girl R. Bree.
Yes. Yes. I can cook.
It's a couple right now that they done chicken Alfredo themselves to death by now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh,
so they don't have to.
I was thinking about that too, because you know them people that just know how to make chicken Alfredo, and that's it. Chicken Alfredo, shrimp Alfredo, salmon Alfredo. They probably they try to switch it up. They was like, okay, I'm gonna throw some salmon in here.
Bologna Alfredo.
Bologna Alfredo, all that. They was Alfredoed out. Don't want no more.
Man,
Somebody man is upset. Somebody man is upset right now. This is the 20th Alfredo meal. All we're eating is cereal.
What are you doing?
Look, I'll be eating cereal for breakfast and Alfredo for lunch and dinner. Okay, because it's leftovers.
Somebody right now finding out that they partner can't cook work for them. They done cooked this.
Where you go? You still there?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Like, yeah, quiet.
Oh, did I disappear?
You disappeared for a little second.
Oh, man. Nah, I'm thinking to myself like, damn, there's somebody right now that's finding out that they partner can't cook worth a damn.
Yeah, somebody found that out real quick. I was like, oh, you really can't cook like that. Somebody who was doing TV dinners and trying to make it seem like they cooked it, they can't do that no more. They got to actually cook this time. So.
Somebody that was stopping at the store, picking up food, and then plating it.
Yes.
Yeah, you ain't going to be able to do that no more.
You can't do that no more. Postmates. DoorDash.
Postmates it is.
Yeah. I don't know. It's just been... I've just been meditating a lot. And, just
how that been
spending
going?
my full zen. Pretty good. Honestly. It's pretty good.
I feel like I'm doing the meditation wrong.
How are you doing it?
I sit down, I cross my legs, I try to namaste or whatever. I take the deep breaths, but I don't within 5 minutes I'm done. I think it don't work and I'm ready to go. How long am I supposed to be doing it? What am I supposed to be thinking? It's not working for me.
I mean, okay, I would say this. I started off doing it like that, or trying to, and then what I started doing is I was just like, okay, let me just turn on like the meditation sounds. So like I turn on a lot of like chakra sounds to unlock some chakras, on YouTube, and I do that. Yeah, I do that, and then I just like sit down. I just sit down. I lay down, sit down. I might have, with my eyes open, my eyes don't be closed most of the time. Sometimes I'm in the dark, and sometimes it's during the day, So I just like kind of just sit, and I just sit with my thoughts. You just want to make sure that it's quiet, that wherever you are, it's quiet, it's uninterrupted. You put your phone down for a couple of, hours. If you want to do it for an hour, if you want to do it for 30 minutes, you don't even got to do it for that. You can do it for 5 minutes. Just be with your thoughts. Not thoughts, but thoughts.
not thoughts. There's somebody that want to be with their thoughts.
Right. Somebody want to be with their thoughts. Yeah. But, and then it's the perfect time when you're by yourself in this quarantine. It's the perfect time to do it. You just have yourself. So just be like,
Can you lay down? Because I don't want to lay down and fall asleep. So I'm just
no, you can lay. I think that's the best. I think that's the best. They actually have sleep meditation sounds. So I listen to a lot of those to go to sleep. So you ain't having nothing but great dreams. And all of that.
Ooh. Like every night I tell because I got the Google Home and the Google Mini, so I tell the Google like good night. And the Google will tell me, like, good night, extraordinary thoughts for the ordinary mind. And then it'll start playing, like, some music.
Yeah.
And I done tried to get Google to play, like some music, like Detroit music or something like that. Like, it's like environmental music. Like, you hear birds chirping, wind blowing, and everything like that. Mm-hmm. I really feel like I want to get it to play something different.
Okay. I mean, look, figure out what sounds you would like. And run with it, and you good. That's it. You don't got to sit down on no mat with your legs crossed. You don't got to do it like that.
Okay, thank God, because I ain't flexible. My legs be hurting. My whole body be locked up.
The military, I would think, that got you doing. Well, you said you ain't the player though, so you just chilling. You probably ain't really.
I feel like the military done aged my body in ways that it done aged it in dog years.
Yeah.
Like, I got back problems, knee problems. Like, man, I can't sit down for too long without being in pain.
Yeah, I get that. So how long do you think this coronavirus is going to go on? I have to ask this question. How long do you think it's going to go on? Do you think it's going to be forever? Do you think it's real? Do you think it's not?
Well, I don't think it's going to be forever, but I definitely think we probably going to be going into the holiday season when they tell us that we can finally come out the house.
Right. Well,
but
the holiday season, what you mean?
Like, I think by October.
No.
Like, for real.
October? You think they going to ruin our summer? You think that's what's going to happen?
Man, I hope not, because I'm going to tell you right now, if they tell us that the coronavirus is over with by the summer, man, the world done lost me. The world done lost me because I'm acting a fool.
Yeah.
I'm acting a fool all summer long. But I think that it's going to be probably it's going to be for a while though. Like, I feel like we're going to be in the house for like a minute. Like, probably, I'll say to the summer.
Yeah. Maybe.
How long do you think?
I think until like May. No, I think until May? You know what? I think next month. I think that something gonna happen next month, and we all gonna be like, it wasn't the coronavirus. It wasn't even a thing. I don't know. High hopes.
I'm gonna tell you right now, this year is not working out like I thought it was gonna be.
Listen, this year is completely different. Okay, I thought that last year I was like, 2020 gonna be my year, I'm gonna get my shit together, all of this, and now I'm sitting here and my shit just not together. Like, it's like 2019 times 20, and I don't like it. Like, I'm just
no,
I'm upset about it.
It's not what I thought. This year has been, every month it get worse. Every month it get worse.
Who are you telling? The worst. But
I'm like, damn, like, what's going to happen in April?
we gonna see. We gonna see. I have high. Look, they gonna say April Fools on April 1st.
Oh, my God.
Ooh, wouldn't that be?
Oh, wow. You know what I have been doing, though? Have you bought any plane tickets?
No, and I said that I need to do it, but I need some money first to do that.
Oh, ooh. Well, that's what I'm gonna do with that Trump check. I'm gonna go ahead and invest some into me. I mean, plane tickets only like $40, so like, I mean, you feel me?
And
like,
get them for like later on, like trips like later on in the
you
year.
You feel me?
Oh my God, perfect. That's what I said I'm gonna do. It's perfect.
I'm gonna finally go to Miami.
Yeah, Miami. You never been to Miami?
I've never been to Miami.
I've never been to Miami.
I've never been to Vegas. I think the most interesting place I've ever been is Atlanta.
Okay. Shout out to the A.
And I'm going to tell you right now, it's a whole different beast down there.
Oh, I already know. That's where I'm from. And so,
for real?
Yes. I've already
like,
know.
you from like a zone? You like from like zone 6, zone 8?
Oh, my God. Why do people do that? You from a zone? No.
I want to know. Like, I ain't never been. Like I want to go into one of them zones.
Oh, my God. You do not want to go into none of them zones. Trust me, that's not what you want to do. It's not nothing to see over there. Stay in city.
For real?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Do you miss it?
I do. A lot. I always think about, I just miss like the grass, the countryness, the trees. You can breathe out there, When you come out here, it's like you can't really, you can definitely tell the difference when you go somewhere where it has a lot of trees. You can breathe as soon as you step off the plane. So.
For you to be from the South, like, you don't have like that country accent.
You are the first person that has said that to me. Maybe I'm just not sounding country today. That's probably what it is.
Like, maybe it's because I'm not from California. So, like, I don't pick up, like, you don't sound like you, like, yeah, you don't sound like you from California, but you don't sound like you would be from the South either.
Oh, well, you know what? I don't know. I don't know. A lot of people tell me that I have that, I still have my little southern little accents from time to time. So, I don't know. Maybe I'm just a little bit more proper.
I'm probably, say oil?
Oil? You thought I was going to say oil?
Yeah.
I know how to say both.
Oh.
Some oil. What else? People be telling you say frog, dog, how.
Yeah, say frog. Say street.
I don't say street.
Say shrimp.
Shrimp? Scrimp?
Yeah.
I know what you're trying to do, but I know how to talk. I know how to talk now.
Oh man, but yeah, like I loved Atlanta while I was there. I loved it.
Yeah, Atlanta's cool. I gotta go back. I gotta go back home and visit. But I really appreciate you for calling in. This is such a great show.
Always. Thank you for having me.
Yes, I know last time, the traffic got the best.
I had to make an episode out of that. Like, that had me, I was hurt. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I was so hurt.
Send me that episode like, because I didn't hear it. Why? What? I didn't hear it.
It's, the episode is titled, Your Time Management Sucks. Like, I had to be very transparent on that episode. Like, I was hurt.
And I could tell when you were messaging me, I was like, oh my goodness, he's so hurt. It's okay.
Like, because I respect the podcast process so much.
Yeah.
And the last thing that I ever want to do is show up late or not be somewhere where I'm supposed to be.
Right.
And I got hung up at work. I thought that I was going to make it there in an hour. Next thing you know, I'm sitting in traffic. And then when you told me that the show live, I just was like, dog, are you serious right now?
Mm-hmm.
Like, you're not even, like, I was so hurt behind. I was like, I felt so bad. So I told myself, I was like, look, if she let me come on this show, I'm going to make sure if I got to show up, get a tent, wait outside the studio, whatever, I'll be there.
Yeah. I mean, hey, and I know you like pretty far. So I was like, you know what? Just call in. How about that? The first time I didn't know you were that far. The first time I didn't know you were that far. So I'm like, yeah, I didn't know you were that far.
Yeah, I'm like 2 hours away.
Yeah. Yeah. I know that now. So I was like, go ahead and just call in so we can make a whole episode out of this. And then, of course, I'll give you the content so that you can share on your platform as well.
Ooh, I can't wait.
Yes.
I can't wait.
So let my listeners know where they can find you, anything you want them to know. This is your time to shine. Little plugs.
Ooh, my time to shine. All right, so just like that, another extraordinary thought left this ordinary mind. I hope you enjoyed this episode half as much as I enjoyed making it. Now, follow me on Instagram at extraordinary.podcaster. Once again, that is extraordinary.podcaster. Also, tap into the YouTube channel, Extraordinary Thoughts for the Ordinary Mind. And last but not least, don't forget to subscribe and share the podcast, Extraordinary Thoughts for the Ordinary Mind. This podcast wasn't made for me. It was made for everyone who wants to become a better version of themselves.
Yay! I'm going to give you applause.
Ooh.
I don't know.
Girl, y'all got applauses up there?
Yes, we got applauses.
Oh, man. I got to get my equipment together.
You got to get the equipment together. Thank you
I
so
gotta
much.
get my equipment together.
Thank you so much for joining me and having a lot to say. You know, some people don't have a lot to say. You had a lot to say, and it was very entertaining.
Real,
I was very entertained. Very entertained this
Absolutely.
episode. Yes.
I'm glad to be here. Thank you so much.
Yes, and I'll talk to you soon.
Always.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Okay, guys. Thank you so much for tuning into this episode. It is your girl, once again, Brianna B. This is episode 34 on all platforms. Follow me at Brianna.B. That is with an I and a Y and 2 N's. And at thequeenpen.pod. If you want to be a guest on this show, you are more than welcome to. Just hit me up via email, thequeenpenpod@gmail.com, or hit my DMs on either or Instagram pages. I'm always open to guests. It looks like next month is pretty filled up. People are hitting me up. But once again, thank you for listening, and I am outie.